Hi everyone, this is your host, your dost on ShaliniSays Dil Se. ख्वाहिशों को दिल में संजोना सीखो, हर दर्द को मुस्कुरा कर खोना सीखो। जब भरोसा हो अपने इरादों की ज़मीन पर, नक्शे बदल जाते हैं किस्मत की लकीर पर। Don't try to fit in if you're meant to stand out. You definitely want to watch this show with an incredible woman and a dear friend who said many moons ago to me that I'm going to change the world, and so she did. Let me tell you, she's giving us a lot of happy and content people, a coach, a mentor, a guide, and an amazing human being. Let me bring on the show Dr. Ramon Llamba.
Thank you so much, Shalini.
This is amazing, Ramon. I've been watching. In fact, you remember our first interview? It was in
2012.
Wow, you have a good memory too. Amazing. So, Ramon, from 2012 to 2025, and I'm seeing you've come a long way. I really want to know the story.
So, this story starts with a lot of passion. Like they say, when you make your dharma or your purpose, your profession and your passion, then the universe conspires to drive it along. It's been a very consistent journey with small baby steps, lots of big roadblocks and challenges. But that purpose was so embedded deep in my soul that it would never let me sleep.
Yeah, sure.
So it's been a good journey, a journey of growth, a journey of challenges. But then they say only if anything that doesn't kill you will only make you stronger.
Yes, absolutely. But was it your belief that you're going to be out there transforming lives, or was it that you were clairvoyant? Because I know you're also connected to the other universe, so there's so much more to you, you know. So what do you think? Do you think it was just a belief, or was it really that you could already visualize it and you could do this?
So this belief, obviously not as a coach or a mentor, as a label, but when I was 14, I just knew I was born for a bigger purpose. So my dharma never left me. Dharma is the inner intrinsic knowingness that every cell of your body is vibrating at that essence, that I'm born here to empower people. I know the roadmap. I know how to do it. It always came as a knowingness. But then it only embedded in my being when my life challenges started after I got married at 18. And you know, life throws up so much on you. But that's when I decided I'm good at this, and I know all I need to do is train with the best mentors on the planet. And that's when the journey started in the year 1995 for me.
Yeah, you know, all these names I remember, Ramon, that you would mention to me once upon a time, and I was not in the same space as you, were like completely alien to me. And today when I think about the fact that I know you've trained with Joe Dispenza, and tell us more, because I know a few names now.
So Louis Hay was my first few mentors, Brian Weiss, Dr. Wayne Dyer, then Bruce Lipton, Nassim Haramein for my quantum physics. And then I did my PhD in quantum physics, and that's when I had this whole intrinsic need to marry science and spirituality. And that's where the whole journey started growing and reaching where we've reached today.
Beautiful. So I'm going to actually take you straight to the next question. The world has changed. You know, the words used to be completely different while we were growing up, and now the kind of words that are being used, I think we not even refer to the dictionary. Words like manifestation, law of attraction, affirmations, visualization. These words were, we didn't even know about them, but today they are like, I love you. They're spoken just like that. So I wanted to tell you, I want to manifest Shah Rukh Khan picking up the phone and calling me tomorrow morning. What do I do? Tell us about manifestation.
So first of all, when you go back to our ancient scriptures, and in fact, this was one of the lines that intrigued me into this journey of soul searching, Aham Brahmasmi.
Wow.
Right? And it's very vividly written, one of the most ancient mantras, that I am the creator of my reality. Have you heard of the whole concept of mind over matter?
Yes.
It is the human mind that has a faculty of visualization, and everything that we think, feel and speak is actually going out to the universe as a command, because the universe is made up of infinite potential energy. So it's like fluid energy out there, but everything I'm speaking is like a seed I'm sowing, and the universe has to create matter out of it or tangible stuff out of it and bring it to me. That's the game between the human being and the universe, or the human mind. This whole essence was lost and was taken away from human beings in the third dimension. I'm talking about the old Earth. Now, since the last 2 decades, planet Earth also is moving to a higher dimension, and all of the truth is coming out. So we are getting back our powers. So the power to co-create and manifest was always there with us, but the truth was taken away from us. We were paralyzed from our own potency to create. The biggest problem with manifestation not happening is our trusting and our surrendering.
Yeah.
Because the moment we ask, then our own mind starts putting time bombs that will it happen, will it not, am I worthy, do I deserve it, no, it's not going to happen. So we start putting those roadblocks.
Yeah.
And the universe is confused now, does she want it or does she not want it? Before manifesting, the first step is I need to work on my relationship with myself. I need to be clear about what I want.
Yeah.
Because the funny thing is, like, I'll give you an example, Shalini. There are many people who come to me and they say, I'm manifesting the most ideal partner, right? But all the wrong people are coming my way. So my answer to them is because the universe is first taking away all the wrong people from your life, because every wrong person you meet, you're very clear, I don't want this.
Yeah.
So the universe is going to give you everything that you don't want, because you've become clear with what you want.
Yeah.
So the first thumb rule of manifestation is you've got to be clear. What exactly are you asking from the universe?
Yes.
Because you are the Brahma, and your mouth or your words are the cave of Brahma.
Yeah.
You are the creator of your reality.
And the job of the universe is to say Tathastu, right?
Tathastu, yeah.
So they say that if you want to manifest what you want, you have to create a vision board. Now, I know even in vision board, there's a technicality to it. So I wanted to share with everybody, let's say 5 steps in how to make the correct vision board so you manifest what is good for you.
Yeah. So the whole essence of these vision boards is actually stimulating our senses. So when you understand, the universe does not respond to our words, the universe responds to our vibrations. Okay? And our vibrations are nothing but our thoughts and our feelings.
Yeah.
Right? The combination. So when my thoughts marry my feelings, I create a vibe. So I'm thinking a thought, a feeling is generated, so that's becoming my vibe. Now our thoughts are directly stimulated by what I see, what I hear, and what I feel. These are the 3 major senses.
Yeah.
Seeing, feeling, and hearing. My auditory sense, my kinesthetic sense, and my visual sense. So if I find a way to stimulate either of my 3 senses, but mostly visual and kinesthetic feeling, right? Then the universe, then my mind starts thinking. So I'm seeing that, I'm thinking it, and I'm feeling it. So this visual, thought and feeling loop is like a signal to the universe accurately. So when we are creating a vision board, it's really important to have absolute clarity
on what you
and
want.
specifics. Now, your vision board should be very, very creative with words, affirmations, because when I'm reading them, I'm feeling them, right? With colors, with specifics. Really helps. So the moment I'm seeing my vision board all in one frame, like, so when I teach people how to make their vision board, I tell them, let's visualize this frame as your future life. Completely. So add all the people you need there, the money, and the mental, emotional, spiritual, and physical health you need. Because life is made up of 3 areas: money, health, and relationships. So put them all in one frame, and this is your future that you want. The second thing is, the moment you see your vision board, it should be able to stimulate your visual senses and your feeling senses. You've got to feel excited about it, because only visual senses without feeling is like a still photography, not a video.
Well said.
Because energy is meant to be in motion, right? So my feeling puts the energy, the visual energy, into motion, and my vibration goes out, and the universe senses it. Oh, this is what Ramon wants.
You know, Ramon, a lot of my audience is women, because of Women on Top. So I know that I have a lot of audience, and the stage that most of the women are, I mean the women of our age are at, is complications in relationships, right? Because obviously by now that romance is out of the window, the kids are done, everything is done, and there's a kind of coldness or, not that much love and romance as they were used to. So expectations have changed and relationships have changed, and they're managing a lot of emotions constantly, right? And also feeling that, oh, the kids are gone, now what do you do? So there's different levels of women that will be watching this show. So I want you to talk about managing emotions. I think that's a very interesting topic for women.
So the first thing to understand about this whole paradigm of human beings is we are vibrational machines. We're constantly putting out vibrations with the help of our thoughts and our feelings, right? And the law of this universe is whatever I'm vibrating at is coming back to me. And that's also the law of karma, and that's also the law of cause and effect. That whatever I give out, and it's not in actions, but it's in vibrations. So the thumb rule here is our relationship with ourselves defines our relationship with the outside world. So to all the lovely women out there, if you're done with your romantic relationships, you're done with your children grown up and settled, this is the best time to go inward and rebuild and redefine your relationship with yourself. See, because when we grow up as girls, okay, our identities are defined by our parents.
Yeah.
We don't even know who we are.
Exactly.
Then we get married and our identities are overpowered by our in-laws and the core relationships that we are dealing with. And we, by default, women are wired to sacrifice and become martyrs. Then we lose our entire identity when we become a mother, because we really want to give all of us to our child. Yeah. And by the time we've settled all of this, we are almost 38, 40. And that's the time when menopause is setting in.
Yeah.
And the hormonal imbalances start and we feel lost. But how can anybody love you when you don't love yourself? People ask me, Ramon, I'm alone in life and I don't have relationships. I tell them, what is the gift of this? The gift of being alone is now you have the time to go within and build a relationship with yourself. I wish we understood that love is a byproduct of my relationship with myself.
With myself, absolutely.
So, to all the beautiful women who've lost yourselves through the whole ruckus of life, come back to yourself. Your soul is waiting for you.
That's beautiful. I want to ask you this question because I wonder, we're carrying so much excess baggage of so many years, and now they teach us something called Ho'oponopono, and they are saying, the 4 words, the please forgive me, thank you, I love you. So I want to understand that how can you take care of baggage of so many years by just doing Ho'oponopono? Shed some light on that.
Yeah, so like the word you use, baggage, Shalini, I love to use the word kachra. Right? It's as simple as that.
And Gurgaon needs some cleaning, let me tell you.
So we end up carrying a lot of kachra in our beautiful heart space. Like I like to define the heart as our drawing room of our entire chakra system. Okay. And you would keep your drawing room very, very clean, because your heart chakra is the energy center that has the widest electromagnetic frequency. And when this chakra is blocked, our manifestations get blocked, because we build up heart walls. Wow. And we end up storing all of the hurt, the anger, the resentment, the unforgiveness right here. And we build up very strong heart walls, unsealed energetic blocks. Now, I call Ho'oponopono as a jhadu. Now, to clean kachra, you need jhadu.
Absolutely.
Right? And
like
beautifully curated by this Hawaiian, it's a Hawaiian technique by Dr. Hugh Len. He understood this concept about the universe, because even in quantum physics, everything in the universe is a manifestation of me. What I give out is coming back to me. Right? So the first statement, what Ho'oponopono states is, I am sorry. Now, a lot of people who are coming from an ego mindset will say, but they did wrong to me, so why am I sorry? I'm supposed to say, okay, I forgive you, but Ho'oponopono says, please forgive me. So, it simply means that whatever is coming back to you, you have given it out in some lifetime somewhere. And you need to take responsibility for this by saying, I'm sorry, please forgive me. Because the moment you say this, these first 2 statements, they peel off that ego layer, and your soul comes out to take responsibility that this shit that came back to me from them, I have given it out in some lifetime, and that's my karma. So Ho'oponopono, besides being the jhadu, is one tool that makes you take total personal responsibility. Now, the fun thing about Ho'oponopono is, it's all about responsibility and not blame. What does that mean? That I don't care if you gave it to me or I gave it to you, but it's spoiling my relationship with you, and I'm carrying this kachra in my beautiful heart, and it's stopping my future from manifesting. So I am going to say sorry. So I take responsibility. The third statement is, I love you. Now, basically, when you understand energy, this problem that came up was a negative situation. So when I'm pouring love into the situation, I'm pouring positive. So when you pour positive in a negative, you neutralize energy. So I love you becomes a neutralizer. It instantly neutralizes that negative charge that I'm carrying for you, the anger, the sadness, the resentment. And then the last statement is thank you. Thank you for this problem for coming up, because it's giving me an opportunity to clean my karma, because I did something to you in some lifetime. Now this came up, right? And now I have this opportunity to clean my soul.
Beautiful. You know, I think it became very popular after the book Secret, right? There's Dr. Joe Vitale, I think, who was talking a lot about Ho'oponopono, and there's a lot of people that practice it now. So while we tell everybody to be positive and, you know, think positive, do all these, manage your emotions, do it positively, and suddenly in the middle of it, we are still in the human plane, right? So we tend to either get upset with somebody, or we get greedy about something, or, you know, various negative emotions come into play. How do you handle that and not lose your shit, if I can use that word?
Yeah, so it's really important to understand the whole paradigm of human emotions. Emotions means energy in motion, emotion, right? Yeah. And everything in this universe is energy. The book Secret also started with this, that we are all made up of energy, and we are energy beings. We are made up of atoms. Okay, now when you look at an atom has a negative and a positive charge, electron and proton, and that's what makes it an atom. So what I'm trying to establish here is it's absolutely okay for us to have our dark side, and that makes us human. However, the journey of us coming into earth plane was that we have a mind that is very evolved than any other species, that from the human and the animal instinct, I'm going to awaken my soul and become divine. Right? That's the whole journey, and that's what moksha is all about. Now, as we are born, we have a mind that was given to us to manage our soul, but we are the soul. The soul is a higher faculty. However, what happens through our reprogramming years of our childhood, our mind takes over our soul, and our anger, our fears, our guilt, our shame, these negative emotions, they become an autopilot programmed memory in our mind. And our soul gets locked in a basement. So now we become more programmed robots, you know, screaming, shouting, treating each other not okay, and building up more karma, and we embody more of an animal instinct in us. The whole journey of actually overcoming these emotions is about reprogramming our childhood wounds, these emotional wounds that we carry. Like what I'm trying to tell you, Shalini, is it's okay to have anger, but it's not okay to use that anger to burn somebody else down. You can't hurt someone with that anger. Like even Gautam Buddha, Guru Nanak Dev Ji, till the day they died, they embodied anger, but they overcame it in 30 seconds before it even became a karma. So we have to learn to manage our emotions, and that's the game. These emotions that I call wounded emotions, because wounded people wound other people. Right? And they're so wounded in our memory, so we have to pause, go within our memory, and actually heal ourselves so that our mind can move out of the way and our soul can come out. Our soul is supposed to be the master and the mind the servant. As children, we were programmed to not feel our emotions. Like, let's imagine a small 3-year-old child comes and tells his mother, Mama, mujhe dar lag raha hai, I'm feeling scared. Now the immediate next suggestion the mother will say is, no beta, you're strong, you're not supposed to feel this emotion. So somewhere at a very young age, we picked up a very intrinsic message that our emotions are not to be felt. So what we do then, every time the emotion is coming, because I said emotion is energy in motion, it's going in motion, we trap it back in our subconscious mind. And we don't give ourselves permission to feel it. So this emotion, rather than being in motion, gets stagnated as an energy block in our energy field. Now then anybody has to come and trigger us, and boom, we blast like a time bomb. So the first step of healing is go and feel your anger. Because if you don't feel it, you'll throw it on other people. So feeling is actually healing.
Beautiful.
Right.
There's a very nice book which is called Feel Your Fear and Do It Anyways.
Yeah.
I think it's very important to feel these emotions before we can heal them. But I can keep talking to you and you know that, but something about the soul, I have one question on that, because they say that all our limiting beliefs are made in our childhood, right, till the age of 7. But there's also a soul journey, right? So our soul has also traveled. So does the soul not carry any of this, and how does that story work?
Yeah. So when you understand, the soul is the same through every lifetime that we've lived.
Yeah.
So we've accumulated a lot of undone, unprocessed karma. Karma is unprocessed energy or baggage. There are 3 categories of karma. The first one is called Sanchita karma. That is a culmination of all the lifetimes that I've lived in any form.
Wow.
84 lakh evolutions I've gone through. I've been a stone, I've been a snake, I've been a dog, I've been all of that, okay? So Sanchita karma is a sum total of all of the unprocessed baggage that my soul is carrying with my energy signature on it. Now, out of that Sanchita karma, we take some amount of it and come into this lifetime to learn our lessons. That part is called Prarabdha karma, right? That the story of this lifetime. Now when I understand karma versus my childhood conditioning, karma is, my past life karma is only 5%. When you look at the human subconscious mind, do you know 95% is our programmed memories from the time I was in my mother's womb. Do you know our cellular memories record every thought and feeling that my mother went through when I was in her womb for the 9 months?
Yeah.
So our subconscious mind gets programmed 60% in the mother's womb, and the other 40% of the 95% is programmed in our 0 to 14 years.
Wow.
So, but then because we don't know about this, everything that's showing up, we're blaming karma. Oh, this is my karma. But karma is only 5%.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so it's really important when I want to regress people and heal them, I first take them back into their childhood. Then I take them back into their mother's womb for healing, and then I take them back into their past lives. So that's the journey of healing.
Wow, that's amazing. That was really, I can go on and on. So when you ended the last question, you got my antennae up now. There's so many people that hire coaches, and I'm also a coach, but there are some things which only you do. And that one of those things which is very intriguing is past life regression. Because I feel that some things we cannot fix at this level, and they have to go to the past life to fix that. So I really want you to share that with the audience, because I think it's important for some people.
So yes, past life regression therapy is primarily a modality or a process where we want to go back to the roots of why these fruits are coming in your life. Do you agree your roots create your fruits?
Absolutely.
So there has to be some roots somewhere in some timeline, in some lifetime that you've done to suffer this. Now, how does it really help us? See, because our logic, I told you, these memories are there in our soul, but our mind overpowers them with the programs and all the drama and trauma so our mind becomes the higher faculty. Past life therapy is going back into the soul's wisdom for you to see that, oh my God, this is what I did and that's why it's coming back to me. That's the cause and this is the effect. So suddenly I start changing my energy for this situation. And the thumb rule is the moment I change my energy, I change my life. I change my reality. Because again, Ho'oponopono, rather than saying, I forgive you, I start saying, please you forgive me. I'm sorry. Because now you've seen your flaw. And then you rewrite your karmic destiny.
It's beautiful.
Right? So PLR is like a strong, integrated modality where you actually take them back to the timeline. See, you've done that and that's why it's coming back to you. Everything in the universe is cause and effect. And we got to see it.
Absolutely. It's like a boomerang. What goes around comes around. But what I want to ask you is, when you talked about this past life regression, does it involve a degree of hypnosis? Because you have to take them into that zone, right? Where they can kind of remember.
So when I studied past life therapy, that was almost 25 years, 30 years back now, with Dr. Brian West.
Wow.
We were taught the typical hypnosis way of teaching. Let me give you an example. Like 30 years back, when they had to do an open heart surgery, they would cut open the heart and do it. But now it's become very progressive, like robotic.
Yeah.
And they could just do it. You don't have to open up your heart.
Yeah.
So similarly, as therapists also, we've evolved our processes.
Amazing.
I no more have to take you through an hypnosis, because for me, I have to create an altered state of mind that is bigger than the programs and memories of your this lifetime. So through breath work or through a lot of, so we have sound healing, touch healing, we have various modalities.
Yeah.
So what we do is, rather than the typical hypnotic process, I first train you to create, to outcreate the matrix of your mind, because your mind stops you from going there.
Yeah.
Your mind is giving you stories that no, they did it, because your mind is a self-preservation device.
Yeah.
It loves to blame people. So we silence the mind through breath work, through holotropic breathing, conscious connected breathing. There's another breath work called the DMT breath work, where we literally produce DMT, where you create an altered state of consciousness.
Amazing.
And that is when you can go into any timeline, because in that state of consciousness, time and space are no more a barrier, right? And you just reach where you want to reach. You see the story, you unfold it, we integrate it, and you're free. Like it's...
Wow.
So it's beyond hypnosis now.
Wow, this is so intriguing. You know, I can go on and on because I want to touch upon the sound healing, the ice baths that you do here, the breath work, which is another buzzword in today's day and age. So I do think we're going to take that for the next episode, because we can't possibly do this all in this one episode. But I do have a few quick questions, because that may answer a few things for people. So let's do that as well, yeah? So Ramon, I'm going to ask you some quick questions now. You have to think on your feet. One word you'd use to define energy healing?
Alignment.
Wow, you're quick. Morning ritual you swear by?
Breath work and mantra chanting.
Sound healing or silence, what's more powerful?
Sound healing.
Your go-to mantra?
Aham Brahmasmi.
One chakra most people struggle with?
Root.
First thing you manifest every day?
Happiness and success.
Any more than this? I had to say
All
that. EFT in one sentence?
Emotional freedom technique, or I would, like I said in the past, Ho'oponopono was jhadu. So this is the hammer. EFT is the hammer.
Wonderful. Reiki in one sentence?
Touch, light.
The law of attraction in action, a story of your life like a short one.
Well, now this can't be short, because my entire life is manifestation.
Wow.
But the short one would say, like Golden Age is Swara. This is just a smaller version of it. The bigger version is still yet to come in the next 5 years.
Yeah.
That was something that I magically manifested. That piece of land was, I mean, that's been my dream for the last 40 years, and it's already actualized. Purely law of attraction.
Wow, that's amazing. A book that changed your spiritual journey?
There's a spiritual solution to every problem by Dr. Wayne Dyer.
Do crystals really work, or is it mindset?
Crystals are the accelerators of the next step. They're the first step. They just produce an energy that starts exciting awareness or awakening.
Cryotherapy, a fad or future?
I would call it a fad.
Oh, really? One myth about healing you want to bust?
That healing is all a bed of roses, and it's crazy. It's like a roller coaster, because you've got to go into that shit and clean it. And one myth about healing is it's 100% you, 0% them.
Can the mind really heal the body?
The mind and the body are like a rider and a horse, and they both have to be aligned to heal each other.
Beautiful. What's more powerful, intention or action?
Intention.
If stress had a color, what would it be?
Gray.
Why not black?
Because you must understand, even in the darkness there is light.
Ah, love that. One sound frequency everyone must try?
The handpan and flute, because these are the air and the water elements, and they really open up a sense of letting go, openness, space.
Wow.
So they tune you into empty space.
Beautiful. Biggest mistake people make while manifesting?
They come in their own way.
Well said. Dil Se advice for anyone that's feeling stuck today?
I just want to say one thing, and I've said it before in many podcasts. If you could see yourself the way God sees you, you would touch your own feet.
Wow, Ramon.
And that's how pure you are. But we were programmed to believe we are not good enough, we don't deserve love, we don't deserve abundance. And you got to believe in yourself, because the universe will only believe you if you believe in yourself.
You know, Ramon, this has been so beautiful, enlightening, intriguing, all the words that I can use. This has been simply amazing. I'm so humbled and so grateful to have you on my show, ShaliniSays Dil Se. Thank you very much from the bottom of my heart.
Thank you, darling, and God bless you and all the best.
Thank you.
ShaliniSays Dil Se.